Hi everybody, welcome back to Work Right Planner. My name is Erica, and here we talk about all things planning and budgeting from the perspective of somebody who's been a single mom for a long time. My children are now grown, but I learned a lot through 2 decades of raising my kids more or less by myself, and I want to share that with you guys because I feel like my lessons can keep you all from making some of my mistakes. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. Okay, so today we are going to plan out the March budget. We're coming off the heels of February. February was fantastic. I did go ahead and set all the stickers up. Let me know if you guys like this better. Because we can just jump right in, or if you would rather see me place all the stickers, because I can do it either way. I just thought this might make it quicker. So the first thing that we're going to do, we need a bird's eye view of how our month is going to go. So I want to place out where all of the bills go. So I've got my bill due stickers, and we're just going to set these out as the month goes. Okay, that's got all of the bills mapped out, including, this is not my bill, this is my fiance's bill, but I have to remember it comes out of our joint account. So it's here just so that I can mark off that I paid it. But everything is here. As far as special days that we have in March, the 15th is my dad's birthday. Otherwise, I don't think that there's anything that would affect our budget that needs to be noted for March, and that's all that I put here. Potentially, I do have a dental surgery. I am trying to make sure that there's not a lag in my videos due to this, but there might be. So if you see me disappear for about a week, that might be why, because I can't speak to you. But that might affect it. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think there's anything that needs to be noted here. Let's mark our paydays. With my first job, I get paid the 15th and the 30th because I am a semi-monthly paycheck. And the second job will be the 11th and the 25th. And I should really probably mark the Etsy paydays. I might do that just so I don't forget to check and see if I've got a deposit. That would be the 14th and the 28th. I don't know whether I'll get deposits from Etsy. If you guys want to see that type of information, let me know. I don't generally share my business budget. If you watched my sticker shop update, then you know things have been a little slow, but y'all, this first week of March, it's really picked up. I am so incredibly grateful to anybody who is visiting my shop. If you're curious what's there, there's a link to it down in the description box below. But I appreciate all of you so, so much. So I know that there will be a deposit here because of what has already come in this first week of March, but I don't know what'll come later in the month. I'm hoping that it's starting to take off. Praise Jesus. But yes, thank you all so much. Anyway, that is the bird's eye view of the month. So let's get to the actual budget. Okay, so now we're going to get down to the actual budget. The state of Kentucky is expected to pay me $1,928 this month. Hopefully, I can get some overtime and it'll be more, but you know, I'm trying really hard to cut the overtime back. I want my life back. So maybe not, but it should be at least $1,928. The daycare job is going to be hopefully $160. And on other, I'm looking at $3 that I know is coming. So all of those come out to be $2,091. So not too shabby these days, much better than it used to be. Now we're going to talk about our fixed expenses. These are our bills. You know, they're the bills. It's what doesn't change from month to month. So I'm going to go ahead and write these in. Let's add this up. $1,237. Are y'all ever part of a group chat that just keeps going and going? That's what's happening with my phone right now. I apologize. Okay, so we're going to take that $1,237 out of the $2,091. The difference here is $854. So that's what we have left as we move over to the variable expenses, which are the things that kind of fluctuate sometimes from month to month. So I'm going to go ahead and write these in. Now, Lord. Okay. The electric and natural gas, I budget bill these. So if you want to see how I do that, it's real simple. But if you want to know in detail how I do that, let me know. I can make a video about it. But that's why this is so low most of the time. Anyway, these are just what you see all the time, and they don't change a whole lot. These three, the amounts change only because of the way that the joint bill budget gives me the percentage on these. Okay, so variable expenses. Okay, so I've got all of these written in here. You'll see here in a little bit, I did have to reduce some of these categories just because, you know, my income is not where I want it to be. And not where I need it to be, because this needs to be higher. Inflation is a thing, y'all, and it's so bad. Anyway, so I'm going to add these up and see what my variable expenses come out to be and how much we have left for debt or savings. So this comes out to be $554. So I'm going to take that out of this $854 that we have remaining. Don't get hung up on the order that I'm doing this. This negative sign, it's irrelevant. The difference is still the difference. So we got $300 left to go down here to debt or savings. So let me scoot this up. And I'm going to write in the debt payments that I have to make. Okay, so this is what I have in terms of the minimum payments on my debt. I wrote these in the wrong spot. Let's just... Okay, 300 minus 300 gives me a zero-based budget. This is what we're looking at for the month of March. Now, we're going to flip the page and put all of these numbers out into my paychecks so that I'm not tempted when my paycheck gets here to place priorities on things that are not in the overall budget. Okay, give me just a moment. Okay, so my first paycheck of March is going to be on March 11th, and we are anticipating it to be $80. Now, what I plan to kind of cover out of this one is the natural gas. Get the calculator over here. We've got $80 to play with. We're taking out the natural gas. That leaves us $41 left. I will also pay the Menards payment. So that's $25. And Let's do Netflix. And that'll be the 16 that's left, and we're back down to 0. So 39. I should leave extra boxes down here. So that left me 41. This comes out to be 16, 25, 25, and 0. Okay, so not a lot coming out of this check. Next will be my March 15th paycheck from the state. And that one should be $952. Okay, so out of this one, we want to pay the electric. So we're going to do 952 minus 228. We've still got 724. Let's do internet, car insurance. Actually, I'll pay the car. That is $577. That leaves me $375. Heading over this way. Okay, I think that's everything for the variable expenses on this one, so let's add that up. And we had $375, so we've got $50 left. And that's perfect because we can just take our Lowe's payment out of that. Okay, so that's everything for that paycheck. We'll be doing a whole lot more with this one than that. Okay. Paycheck number 3 is going to be $325.22. I'm going to take the storage out of this one. I'm sorry, I forgot to put that it was going to be $80. This is $75. There will be $5 left. Where can I stick $5? Let's do Hulu. That comes out to be $5, and that means that there is nothing in the debt and savings because we're already at the 0. So doing even less with that paycheck this time. Okay, and let's get this up here where you can see all of paycheck number 4. Okay, paycheck number 4 is going to be the March 30th paycheck, and it should be $976. Let's see what we're going to do with this one. I think the mortgage, the cell phone, and the accident insurance are all of the fixed expenses that are going to come out. So, 543 out of 976 leaves us $433. Moving into our variable expenses. Okay, I think that this is all of the variable expenses. $2 worth of the Hulu. And that's the great thing. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I actually split this bill between 2 paychecks. There is nothing saying that you can't do that. So keep that in mind. Let's add this up. So $208. Got $225 left for the debt out of this paycheck. So let's see what we can cover. That comes out to be the $225, which gives us 0 base because we had $225 remaining. So that is good. We have our plan for all of the paychecks that are coming up. And we did have February's take-home pay from my Etsy shop was $3. And technically, I had spent some of that out of my tax money from my personal account to buy some laminating sheets, so it really shouldn't be $3, but I'm still going to roll with it. So I'll just put Work Right Planner THP for take-home pay, $3, and that's February. And we're going to put that to the bank fee. Okay, so on this page, I'm not expecting a whole lot of extra income for the month of March, but that's what this will be used for. But I do want to put what my plan is. So, okay, so excess income plan. So first thing is the $25 to me. The buffer is going to get whatever change is in it. And then of the remainder, and I'll just put a little arrow here, because the Murphy is already in my budget, and you'll see that when I go to do the variable budget here in a second, but I've moved the Murphy into the actual budget. I'm just going to do debt, sinking funds, and eating out. The debt will get 50-ish% of whatever the remainder is. Sinking funds will get 30%, and eat out gets the remaining 20%. That's going to be the plan for anything that comes in. So I highly encourage any of you all to make a plan for extra income before it comes, because if you get it and there's not a plan, you're real tempted to, your brain will just focus on all these different things you can get with it, and it'll be gone before you have a chance to put it to use for you. So think that through. Okay, so lastly, we're going to handle the variable income, all the things that I had to cut out of the other budget because I'm zero-based. But if I get extra income, I want these to be covered first. That plan that we set on the other page with me getting money and then the debt getting 50% and all of that, that will be approached after these things are paid for. So let's get this written down. I'm going to fill it out and then we'll talk a little bit. Okay, so I've got these written down. We're $14 short in lawn, $20 short in gas, $148 short in groceries, which right now is not a lot of groceries, but it's, you know, a big dent in your budget. The way that I did these, normally you see them in order of smallest to largest, but I'm not real hopeful of extra money coming in this month. So, well, I mean, there is the possibility of that flexible spending payment that we talked about last month that still hadn't been sent in. But we, of course, never know whether or not something like that's going to come. So instead of listing them smallest to largest, I've got some big deal things in here that are huge. Groceries, that's huge. And I don't want to fund Christmas and my emergency fund at the expense of not being able to eat. So what I did was the more immediate needs, the lawn care, gas, and groceries, I bumped those to the top. They're still in the order of smallest to largest. They're just all grouped together at the top. And then I took bills that I know are actually going to come out at some point that I'm trying to set back money every month for. Those are also in order from smallest to largest, but that's the next group that you see here. And then the rest of it are the miscellaneous expenses that if we get to put money in that, that's awesome. If we don't, we'll deal with that later. And they are also grouped from smallest to largest. So that's what I did. I divided them into what do we need right now, what are we going to need for sure, and then what is left. And each one of those groups is grouped from smallest to largest. So let's add this up. Okay, $386. That is what I'm short of being able to meet what I would like to meet for the month of March. So that is all I've got for you today. We've got March ironed out, and hopefully everything can go according to plan. Hopefully that, extra payment will show up and we can cover this stuff too. My next video should be the Easter basket alternatives video, which is just where I want to share with you some ideas for how that doesn't have to hit you so hard. Be on the lookout for that one. If you still like to watch, YouTube has put the best video for you on the screen. And thank you all so much for being with me today. I will see you all later.